And today we have Boston University and Navy. The winner, of course, will take on Lehigh, who just won 76-69. Hopefully today is a good one. I think it will be. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in for this one. Yeah, I am, of course, Dr. Delay. Cover games here on YouTube. Been doing it for, well, I guess just about a year now. But yeah, Boston University 16-16, Navy 26-6. Navy the favorite. They're favored by 6.5. They have played each other twice earlier this season. Navy, of course, winning both 82-77, 58-50. Again, both close games. So we can kind of expect, honestly, a similar game today. Both teams average about 75, 76 points a game. Boston actually averages more points a game. The problem, though, with Boston, they allow just as much as they score, allowing 74 points a game, whereas Navy, much better defense, 64 points allowed per game. Boston converting about 50% of the shots, Navy 48, but again, they kind of live and die by the 3. So, yeah. My audio isn't working. Audio is not working. I don't know what that would mean there. Steven, looks like it's good. Let me double check. Yeah, no, it's definitely good. But anyway, appreciate you, though, for tuning in. I always have that phone there just to make sure. Rebounds, about 36 for Navy a game. Boston, 32. Again, it'll be pretty much a... I don't know. We'll see if the Boston defense can indeed perform. Pretty much, that's going to be the story here. Really, again, Navy has swept them both times. Last time they played was a lower scoring game, but again, Lehigh just won 76-69. So winner of this game will play Lehigh. I was trying to look it up when that game would be. I believe it's Monday. I could be wrong on that, so I do apologize. I've been trying to figure out like what in the world I'm doing here. But yeah, so, or it could be Tuesday. Honestly, not too sure, but hopefully I get to cover that one. I expect to. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'd like to. Again, the World Baseball Classic also happening at the moment. It's been kind of back and forth between the Classic and college basketball. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in again. Tip-off should be happening very shortly. And again, hopefully we have a great game here today. I think we will. I really do think we're about to get an underrated gem. So they show the coach of Boston University, Joe Jones, 15th season. Again, definitely trying to get these guys ready to go. John Perry, his first season as coach. And, well, hey, they're the #1 seed in the Patriot League. Going to start buying a box of card every month. Get back into collecting. Nice, Draven. Honestly, I would like to. I just can't really, I don't know, just not really the most financially stable person doing this, you know. Anyway, Boston's going to be in all red, Navy in all white. Looks like that's going to be Kehoe versus Defty in the inner circle for the tip-off. We are about to be underway. Tip-off goes to Boston. Boston going right to left. Navy left to right. All right, here we go. He's passing over there in the corner to Hughes. Hughes back over to Glatter. Again, I apologize on the names. Going to try it. I didn't write it clearly here. This is McNair. McNair over there to Gladden as he hands it over to the corner. Corner 3. That's going to be in and out. Rebounded there by Beningi. Beningi bring it up here again. He averages 18 points a game. He's going to be the main guy here for Navy. Passing it over to Woods. Woods over in the corner to Pennick. Pennick around back to Kehoe. Kehoe with it. Looking for Beningi, but no. Hands it back to Pennick. Pennick driving inside. Kicking it out. No. Bounces it inside to Kehoe. Kehoe with the heave-ho, and it's good. First points of the game go to Navy. 2-0. It's Gladden. Okay, yeah. Terrible Gladden. Terrible handwriting. Anyway, this is Gladden. Gladden bouncing it inside to McNair for 2. And it looks like he was fouled. Jin Woo over there. Jin Woo Kim saying no, he touched all ball, but that was not indeed the case. Are you playing in the game? I am definitely on the court right now, Bill. Good to see you, Scott. I know it's expensive, that's why I'm putting it in one box. Yeah, I got you. I totally get you there. All right, McNair at the line for 2 shots as he does miss the first. McNair is a 73% free throw shooter, so should do well at the line today, but missing the first. Maybe the nerves kind of settling in. Last year averaging 10 points a game. This year 17. Again, kind of a nice jump for McNair as he does hit the second. 2-1 is your score. This is Benenji. Benenji over there to Kim. Kim looking around, finding Pennick. Pennick in the corner to Kehoe. Kehoe looking around beyond the arc, trying to find Benenji. No, but finds Kim. Kim driving inside off the glass. Does not get the friendly roll, but Kehoe with the rebound. He's looking to put it up. He does, and it's rebounded there by Hughes of Boston. Here is Gladden. Gladden with it. And he shoots for 3. That's going to be a little bit strong. Not glad about that shot. Kehoe with the rebound. Hands it off to Benenji. Benenji to Kehoe. Kehoe with it. Beyond the arc, looking for Kim, but finds Benenji. Benenji driving inside. Passes back over to Kim. Kim to Kehoe. Kehoe with it. Underneath the basket. Heavy defense. Good defense. Kim fakes the 3. Driving inside. Oh, and he's contacted hard. Took a big hit by Gladden. Again, 2-1 your score. Navy leading over Boston. Probably should have got the white logo for Boston. I can probably adjust that at halftime. I'll probably do that. All right, inbounding here to Benenji. Benenji driving inside, puts it up, and he cannot, converts. Rebounded there by McNair. McNair pushing it quickly here to Gladden. Gladden beyond the arc as he's looking around, driving inside, then kicking it back out to McNair. McNair with it on the near side, going right to left. McNair underneath. Bounce pass here to Defty. Defty the hefty. And he is, I think, going to be called for a travel. Defty, a big guy. Really big guy. Tall guy, really. I'm a big guy. He's a tall guy. Apparently, Boston's been pretty good the last 9 games. 8-1 record. They're converting 53% of their shots. That's really good. And they're out rebounding their opponents. That's what they need to do if they want a chance today. Kim over here to Benenji. Benenji with it, driving inside, looking around. Corner heat, 3 for Pennick, and that one's going to be too strong, but rebounded by Woods, who puts it in. So Navy leading 4-1. All right, here is Gladden with it. Gladden beyond the arc, looking around, coming to the near side. As he's driving in, looking around, bounce pass inside, hands it off to Defty. Defty with it. Back to McNair. McNair looking around, finds Hughes. Hughes inside of Defty, puts it up. Does not get the friendly roll. Rebounded there by Kehoe. Where can I watch? You watch on CBS Sports Network. CBS Sports Network with the game. As this is Woods. Woods inside of Kehoe. Gets the friendly buckets. Friendly roll. 6-1 here. Navy leading Boston University. Here is Gladden. Gladden with it. Driving down the near side. Again, going right to left. Have not made a shot from the field yet. Defty with it. Hands it off to Gladden. Gladden looking around. Back to McNair. McNair beyond the arc. Driving inside. Looking around. Puts it up. And, nice shots. Nice shot by McNair. Looking like Air McNair out there. Steve McNair. Just so good. 6-3 is your score. Navy leading. This is Benenji. Benenji with it beyond the arc. Hands it to Kehoe. Kehoe looking around and finds Benenji once again. Again, beyond the arc, going left to right. Benenji back to Kim. Kim back to, I guess it's Benini. I don't know. And it is what it is. Anyway, this Pennick back to Benini as he drives it in. Oh, he's stuffed by Defty. Defty sending it out of bounds with 15:42 left to go. And I think we're going to go to commercial break. So 4 seconds left on the shot clock. But the referee's saying that is going to be a commercial break. 6-3, Navy leading over Boston. All right, that's actually something I can do. Let me, very much behind the scenes here, see if I can find a white version of the... I don't think there is one over here. Oh, well. No white version of the logo. That's kind of a bummer. All right, anyway, for Navy, Kehoe with 4 points. Woods with 2 points. McNair with the 3 for Boston. Again, Lehigh over Colgate earlier, so Lehigh will be going to the Patriot League Final, where, of course, these guys, the winner of this game, will play. Appreciate you, banking. Good to see you, banking. Go Navy, Semper Fortis. Gotcha. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Again, hopefully we got a good one. Navy currently leading 6-3. Navy did sweep Boston in both games played this year, 82-77, 58-50. So you'd expect for, that to continue. But, of course, anything can happen any given time. High Point leading Winthrop 82-72. Of course, that one is a Big South final. So that one a big matchup there. Win or go home. High Point looking like they're going to go dancing. Campbell over UNC Wilmington. That is an upset. UNC Wilmington, been one of the underrated schools, and looks like they're going to be out in the CAA quarterfinal. Campbell 15-17, UNC Wilmington 26-5. Central Arkansas leading Queens University 10-8. Tulane over Memphis 11-7, and Charlotte leading South Florida 13-9. In the Classic. World Baseball Classic, Cuba leading Colombia 7-4, Dominican Republic leading the Netherlands 10-1, and Great Britain and Italy tied at 2 apiece. But we are back here again, Navy and Boston. Last year, Navy actually beat Boston in the first round of the Patriot League tournament, 86-78. So again, Navy has kind of had the recent run of things. Boston, of course, trying to change that story here today. I just realized it says bottom of the first. What the heck? All right, we're back. We're good. We're good. No more mess. Anyway, so Navy's going to be inbounding underneath their own basket. They're only going to have 4 seconds to do this. They're going to have some subs. I believe Cole's going to be inbounding. Cole looking around, finds Benini. Benini there in the corner. Mid-range jumper. That's in and out and in. Look at that. That was pretty wild there. Navy leading 8-3. As here is Gladden. Not so glad about the score. Finding Hughes. Hughes to Defty. Defty back over to Hughes. Hughes to Defty. Oh, Defty wasn't ready for it. And Navy playing fast. Oh, what a pass to Kehoe. Oh, and he's stripped. And they're going to call the foul. They're going to say it was a shooting foul. I thought Kehoe took like 4 or 5 steps there, but no call. No call indeed. In and out in for Benini, getting his first bucket of the day. Again, Navy leading 8-3 as Kehoe's free throw shot is too strong. Kehoe is a 47% free throw shooter, not really the best. Shaq actually was 49, so Shaq was better. Was unaware that Navy had a good record in basketball. Well, hey, pretty good this year. 26-6 as there's the second. That one in and out and in. All the friendly rolls are going in Navy's favor. 9-3, a field goal game essentially between these two teams. Ready for some touchdowns, those. Hughes hands it off to Defty. Defty with it. Back over to, this is a new player there, but it's back to Defty, trying to get his name back in a few moments as Defty puts it up and gets the buckets. 9-5 your score. Navy again leading by 4. Benini to Kehoe. Kehoe back to, I believe that's Draper. Back to Benini. Back to Cole. Cole with it at the point. Driving to the far side again, going left to right. Cole looking around, finding Kim. Kim for 3. And that's too short. And it's going to be last touched by Draper. They're going to say, oh no, they're going to say it was last touched by Boston. That was interesting. I don't know about that one. I'd like to see the replay on that, but they're going to show a replay of what happened a while back. Kim inbounding here to Kehoe. Kehoe hands it off to Benini. Benini looking around, finding Kim. Kim inside of Kehoe. Kehoe inside, muscling his way. Back to Benini beyond the arc. Benini driving to the far side. Back to Kehoe underneath. Kehoe looking, put it up and gets the buckets. Good stuff by Kehoe with the heave-ho. 11-5 is your score. with 14:06 left to go in the first. Here is Gladden coming to the near side again, going right to left. Is Gladden. Gladden looking around. Finding, it was tipped, I believe. Going out of bounds. Yeah, pass was intended there to McNair, but wasn't able to complete that one, as again, that was tipped and went out of bounds. Again, 11-5 is your score. 13:54 left to go here in the first half. This is to Singer. To Singer inbounding. It gets the ball back. To Singer with it. Looking around, finding Gladden. Gladden driving to the near side. He just puts up a three. That's in and out. And rebounded there by Woods. Woods here for Navy. Finding Benini. Benini with it on the near side. Again, going left to right. Finding Kim. Kim for three. That's good. And Navy already threatening to pull away as they're up 9. And that is going to be a timeout. 14-5. Your score here in Annapolis. 13:31 again left to go in the first half. Navy, let's see here. They are converting 50% of their shots. Boston 33%. Navy 1 for 3. That was their first three. First three of the game for either team. Both teams 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Rebounds, well, that's going to be a kind of a big deal. Navy out rebounding 8-2. And yeah, that might be a problem for Boston. That's terrible, I know. Again, we do have some finals already. Again, in the other semifinal here in the Patriot League, Lehigh over Colgate, 76-69. Toothpaste is done. Northern Iowa over UIC, 84-69. That was in the MVC final, so Northern Iowa going dancing. And then Rutgers over Penn State, 74-62, as that wraps up their seasons respectively. I think Rutgers might be going to the tournament. I don't know. Is Boston with it, going right to left, Defty underneath. He's spinning around, trying to find someone, finding McNair beyond the arc. McNair driving inside. Nice moves, puts it up, and gets the buckets. That was really nice by McNair. Touchdowns aboard here, 14-7. This is Benini. Benini on the near side, finding Woods for three. That one in and out. Oh, he was robbed. As here is Gladden. No, pardon me, that's to Singer. To Singer with it. Saw the 2, but didn't see the 2-1. As this is back over to McNair. McNair to Defty. Defty looking around. Beyond the arc, trying to find a teammate. Finding to Singer. To Singer, driving inside, guarded by Kim. There's the shot. That's going to be too strong. Defty going for the rebound. Last touched by Navy. And it's going to stay Boston ball. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in today. 14-7, your score here in the Patriot League Semifinal. Navy looking pretty good. Boston maybe, though, going on a mini run. It wouldn't be too much, but anyway, Gladden with it. Gladden to Defty. That one's last touched by Kehoe. Kehoe with some good defense. Air McNair wearing some Jordans. Yep. Air McNair. Got some football references here. Again, the scores, touchdowns. Gladden kind of rhymes with Madden. A little bit. Abdullah. He's on the court. Hasn't really had the ball, though, but Amir Abdullah played for the Lions. Defty with it beyond the arc. Looking around, finding Gladden. No relation to John Madden as he's driving inside. Finding to Singer, who drives inside as well. Kicks it into Defty. Defty puts it up and gets the buckets. Nice play there by to Singer, finding Defty, who puts the one-handed shot in. 14-9 is your score. Navy up by 5. Benini passes a little too strong for Kim, as Kim's unable to make the catch as the ball goes out of bounds. And that's going to be another commercial break. 14-9 is your score. Navy leading Boston here in the Patriot League semifinal. Win or go home. How's it going, Robert? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Again, doing some Patriot League action. I think... Let me see. Let me see where or what. I want to say... That's the CAA championship on Tuesday. This week I might do a little bit more college basketball than the Classic. I don't know. Unsure, because there's a lot of tournaments that are ending or just beginning in the college basketball world. So I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to try to make both parties happy, the basketball crowd and the baseball crowd. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, appreciate you guys again for tuning in. We got a pretty good one so far, 14 to 9. And if you do like what you're listening to, folks, make sure you're getting a like and subscribe. Been doing this again. This is year 2, entering year 2 now. Pretty excited on what year 2 will hold. Again, if you like football, that is really where the channel is at its best. But yeah, again, a lot of football, doing a lot of college basketball lately. Been doing a lot of the Classic. Already gotten plenty of games in for that. But we'll definitely rejoin that in the near future, very near future. And, of course, MLB all season long, 6-7 months of MLB action. And, again, we'll be doing a lot of March Madness tournament. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Can't catch the game? Well, you can listen to it right here. Right here on the Dr. Delay Network. This is a network now. We're making it a network. 14-9 is your score as we're working our way back. Showing a baby. Not even kidding. Showing a baby there chilling on a handrail. But yeah, 14-9 is your score. Going to be Boston ball. Boston with an opportunity to get to double digits for the first time. Or well, I guess it'd be the only time. But yeah, they have not really been shooting that well. Have had some better possessions as of late. Again, Navy is out rebounding 8-4. And that is a big reason why Navy has had the early advantage. Best head coach records first year was school this season. John Perry, the coach of Navy, has the 5th best record behind McNeese, Virginia, Stephen F. Austin, and then High Point. Their coaches, respectively, have better records, but pretty solid, 26-6. As here is Gladden, again, going right to left, an opportunity to make this a one-score game as Gladden floats it up to Defty and puts it in. That was pretty cool. 14-11, 3-point game. As here is Benini. Benini with it. Just realized that is not centered. Is that centered? I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe not, as that pass is going all the way back. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Yeah, that's fine. What do you think? That's probably better, right? Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, Boston going to have it going right to left after the backcourt violation. Pass going a little bit behind. So here is to Singer. To Singer with it at the logo. Mid-court. Looking around. Guarded there by Woods. To Singer floats it to Defty. Defty's been quite the target here, the weapon. Defty back to Singer for 3. That's too short. Rebounded by Woods. Hands it off to Benini, and here comes the Midshipmen. Looks like they're actually going to slow it down. Getting orders there from Perry. Benini over there to Woods. Woods looking around back to Kehoe to Kim. Kim looking around back to Kehoe. The battle of the big men. Might be a pretty good game for that. If you like big centers. Kehoe, hook shot. That's going to be rebounded by Defty. A little too strong there with the heave-ho. As this is Gladden. Gladden driving inside. Puts it up and gets the buckets. A 1-point game. 14-13. Is your score. 8-0 run in the last 3 minutes for Boston. Here is Benini. Benini with it, driving inside, looking around, contacted. Oh, and he gets the buckets. Oh, nice stuff. Drawing the contact and, of course, getting the floater. 16-13. Looks like Boston trying to appeal like, hey, no, that was definitely not a foul. But no, that's what the referee said. That's on Abdullah. How many times going to turn over the ball? Navy is so bad. I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're bad by any means. They're still winning. Think of it this way. They're playing bad, and yet they're winning. So that must mean they're pretty good. As there is the shot. That one's good. Benini, pretty solid at the line. He's an 88% free throw shooter. So if he's at the line, it's pretty much automatic. 17-13 is your score. This is Tissinger. Tissinger down to the near side, finding Gladden. As he's looking around, it's going to be for three, and it's good. Look at that, a 1-point game. Answering the three-point play with the three. 17-16 is your score. Here's Beniti. Crossing half court, finding Pennick. Pennick with it. Pennick bounces it inside, but now there's a foul. Foul on Nielsen. Nielsen in there for Boston. Quinn Nielsen doesn't really get much time. He's way down on my depth chart here. Kim going to be inbounding it here for Navy as he floats it out there to Cole. Cole there to Draper. Draper driving it inside. Gets the buckets right off the glass. 19-16 is your score. 3-point game. Here is, I believe that's Hughes. Hughes with it. Here for Boston. Again, a 3-point game. Inbounding, or gives it to Abdullah. Abdullah with it on the far side, finding McNair. McNair back to Abdullah. Abdullah looking around, coming to the near side. Puts up the three. That's a brick. Right off the backboard. Rebounded there by Kehoe. Hands it off to Benini. Benini with it beyond the arc. Driving inside. Benini bounce pass to Kehoe. Kehoe puts it up and gets the buckets. 21-16. 5-point game. Navy leading by 5. Under 9 minutes to go in the first half. This is, I believe, Tissinger. Tissinger with it on the near side. Looking around. Oh, he's stripped. Oh, Draper with the steal. Driving inside. Puts it off the glass. Does not get the basket. McNair with the rebound. I believe he was fouled. Sooners baseball winning, Sooners softball winning. Sooners, oh, good stuff, man. I know you're a big Sooner fan. Good to see you, Seth. Your Eagles may resign Jalen Phillips. Okay. Raining bricks. Well, I mean, the shooting percentage actually has went up. Actually, yeah, it's went up considerably. They were not shooting well earlier, Boston especially. But Boston actually shooting 50%, Navy at 50%. As this is Gladden. Gladden with it. Looking around, coming to the near side, finds Abdullah. Abdullah back over to McNair. McNair to Defty. Defty underneath. Defty the hefty. Hefty the Defty gets the two. It's back to a 3-point game. 21-18. Back and forth we go. 21-18. Benini with it beyond the arc. Looking around to the far side. Benini looking around, finding Kehoe, guarded by Defty. This is the matchup to watch. He puts it up, does not get the basket. Kehoe has had some rough moments. Again, Defty with some good defense. Abdullah with it beyond the arc, looking around, finding Hughes. Back to Defty. Defty puts it up. Defty's too good. Defty is kind of the guy here for Boston, as he's got 10 points already. 10 of the 20 points here for Boston. This is Draper. Draper handing off to Benini. Benini with it. And he just jacks up a three. That's in and out. Does not get the friendly roll, though. Almost did. Puts a lot of spin, I guess, on it. As McNair with the three. That's going to be short. Rebounded by Kehoe. Kehoe to Benini. Benini running down. Navy coach telling him to slow down. Back to Kim. Back to Benini at the logo. Benini over there to Kim. Kim with it beyond the arc. Fakes the pass, then hands it off to Draper. Draper with it. Pump fake. Driving inside. Now stepping back beyond the arc. Back to Benini. 8 left to shoot. Under 7 to play. Benini driving inside. Now working his way back outside. Then driving it again. Puts up the floater and does not get the basket. Benini is down, but Kim gets the rebound. Resetting the shot clock at 20. Woods with it. Benini is hobbling. Might have to come out. I don't know. 10 seconds left to shoot. Benini now running to the far side. Well, I guess that was theatrics. Kim for 3. That's an air ball. Rebounded there by Cole. Cole just jacks up a 3. That's too strong. And it's going to be they're going to call the shooting foul. I thought it was a shot clock violation, but no. Cole gets the 3 shots at the line. Kind of a chance of cement bricks. Well, that was not a good sequence. I'm not going to lie. That was not good shooting. That is tough. Gladden with the three, with the foul on that three. That'll put Cole at the line. That guy's name wants me to make paninis. Which one? Oh, Benini? Yeah. Benini. Yeah, we got some cool names here. McNair, again, I feel like that's always, Steve McNair, just automatically in the top tier name category already. Defty, that's pretty cool. Let's see. And then for Navy, Benini, Kehoe, Pennick, I think that's cool. I mean, I don't know. Just got some nice names here. This is a top quality matchup for sure. Underrated. 21-20, again, your score. Commercial break. Again, the winner, as many of you guys know, will play in the Patriot League Final. And, of course, the winner will take on Lehigh. Lehigh over Colgate earlier, 76-69. Eagles may trade Jalen Carter for all-pro pickup. For really, who? Why would you trade? I don't know. Jalen Carter's pretty good. I don't know. I don't think that's a wise decision, but, I don't know. I'm not the Eagles. All right, let's see what we got here. In the ASUN final, Queens University leading over Central Arkansas. Of course, the winner will go dancing. The winner will definitely go dancing. Memphis playing Tulane. That's, of course, just a regular American matchup. That's the last matchup for them. 19-19. And then Charlotte losing to South Florida 30-23. Again, another story today. Northern Iowa over UIC. Northern Iowa will go dancing. That was the final there of the MVC Championship. High Point over Winthrop 91-76. They will also go dancing. And then, of course, another upset. I mean, I can't believe it. UNC Wilmington will not go dancing as they were eliminated in the quarterfinal. They were a heavy favorite, 26-6 record. They're 26-5 prior, of course, losing to 16-17 Campbell. Definitely kind of sad to see. Is Navy trying to win? I would say so. I think both teams are. I think so. Again, despite how it sounded, Navy's not shooting all that great right now, 41%. Boston, 53%. But, of course, Navy's out rebounding 13-8. That might be, again, a big factor going into the rest of this game. Again, Navy did sweep Boston in both previous matchups, 82-77, 58-50. And, of course, last time they played last year, they actually met in the Patriot League first round, where Navy did win 86-78. So, yeah, Navy kind of has the historical advantage, but we'll see. Cole's going to be at the line again. He'll get 3 shots. He is a 76% free throw shooter. I'll get ready here to change the score as he does make the first. 22-20. Boston coach over there sweating. Coach there for 15 years. Coached a while. As Cole's second is going to be short. And, of course, again, you'll get 3. Should the Chiefs sign Etienne or Walker? Walker's the better running back. I just have a hard time believing he's going to go to he's leaving Seattle. I really don't see it. Does convert the third, 23-20, as McNair inbounding here to Tissinger. Tissinger being guarded by Cole. Pressuring there. Now they're going to back off a little bit. Tissinger with it beyond the arc. Hands it off to Defty. Defty with it. Finding McNair. McNair inside. Floating it to Defty, who loses control. And Navy will have it. Stealing it. This is going to be Cole. Cole with it down the far side. Again, finding, I believe this is Pennick. Pennick with it into the near corner. Driving inside. Puts it up. And gets the basket. Nice shot. That was pretty impressive there for Pennick. 25-20. As this is Tissinger. Tissinger to Hughes. Hughes looking around. Finding Abdullah. Abdullah looking around. Back to Hughes. Hughes with it on the far side. Back to Abdullah. Abdullah to McNair. McNair with it with 5:40 left to go. Oh, it's tipped up in the air. McNair does get it, though. Aaron McNair, that is. As he's driving inside. Looking around. Spinning around. Finding Tissinger for 3. That's good. Nice answer. 25-23. Your score. A 2-point game. 5:20 to go here in the first. Boston 2 for 7 from beyond the arc. Navy 1 for 6. Here is Pennick. Pennick to Kehoe. Kehoe trying to drive inside, and they're going to say no. I believe they're going to call it on Defty. Trying to wave off the shot. Almost your birthday, 2 days. Well, happy early birthday, Seth. Hopefully I'm streaming when you're in 2 days. I think I will be. I'm pretty sure I will be. So, yeah, happy birthday, Seth. Happy early birthday. All right, Navy going to be inbounding it there. Kim underneath their own baskets for Navy. Again, haven't been shooting well. Kim is only 1 for 4 from the field, actually. As he inbounds it here to Benini. Benini looking around, finding Cole. Cole with it. As he's driving inside, he's contacted. And I don't think that was a shot. He tried to make it look like it was a shot, but no, he definitely was kind of flailing there. Well, they better keep Dean. I mean, why would they not? Looks like they are. Oh, it's a 1-1. My bad. 1-1 here for Navy. So they're already at the bonus. So Cole here again, a 1-1. 2 for 3 so far in this one. There's the shot. That one's good, so he'll get another. Again, Cole is 76% free throw shooter. I guess that's up to me to change the score, huh? 26. Make it 27. 27-23. Still a football score. Definitely have seen that plenty of times. Boston inbounding it here. Again, going right to left. McNair to Tissinger. Tissinger guarded by Benini, though lightly. Now Benini's going to back it off a little bit. Under 5 to play here in the first. 27-23. Tissinger looking around, finding McNair. McNair with it at the logo. I believe this is Nielsen. Nielsen's checked in for Defty. Nielsen back to Hughes. Hughes with it beyond the arc. Looking for teammates. Heavily guarded there by Draper. 6 to shoot. Finding Nielsen. Bounce pass inside of Hughes. Oh, what a play. That was pretty neat. 27-25. Beniti now slowly bringing up the court again for 23 and counting. Finding Cole. Cole with it. Cole inside of Draper. Draper to the corner to Kim. Kim driving inside. Takes a lot of contact. And looks like Kim's going to go to the line as McNair. I guess too much defense there. They're over the foul. Yeah. Yeah, they are. So he will head to the line for a couple of shots. Kim's an 83% free throw shooter. Not a guy you want to foul. Kehoe, 47%. That's a guy you definitely want to foul in that situation, as Kim does get the first. (28-25). Again, 4:14 left to go. As there's the second, and that one is also good. 29-25 your score. 4:14 left to go in the first. As McNair inbounds it here to Tissinger. Tissinger in. Haven't seen Gladden in a while. He finds Defty underneath. Defty trying to muscle his way inside. Finding Tissinger back to Defty. Defty with it. Kehoe with heavy pressure. Puts it up. Oh, and Defty is fouled. Fouled there by Kehoe. Kehoe, the guilty party there. Looks like we're going to take a commercial break again. 29-25. As Defty will get a couple of shots when we come back. Defty is a 66% free throw shooter, so not too bad for a big guy. Maybe got to get stops. They do. I got like 2 TVs. My old TV, Roku, but now I got Amazon Fire TV. Oh, that sounds cool. I have this gaming monitor right here. That's what I use for TV. And then, I guess in the living room, we got a TV. But that's pretty much how you can watch the game. It's on CBS Sports Network. CBS Sports Network is where you can find the game. Again, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Again, been doing a lot of college basketball as of late. Been doing some of the classic as well. Again, I guess I can show you if you think, well, no, I don't want to subscribe to this random guy. Nope, I promise you. Actually, okay, that's not the best screen there. But yeah, again, did some Michigan, Iowa. That was a good stream. Did very well there. Been doing some hockey as well. Hockey doesn't really do as well as, the Classic or college basketball. Had some pretty nice numbers and nice games. Those are some pretty good ones. And again, make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks. This is a growing channel. So make sure, again, to do that. Make sure to do that. It is free. It's probably up there. Look at that. It says it's free right there. I promise. It is as free as can be. Again, don't think of it as a subscription. Think of it as a follow. Think of it as a follow on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitch. Think of it as a follow. There's no money being exchanged with you subscribing. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Central Arkansas leading Queens University 33-30. That's the ASUN final. Again, the winner will go dancing. Again, earlier today, UNC Wilmington eliminated. Pretty crazy stuff. And then, of course, the other semifinal, the Patriot League, Lehigh over Colgate 76-69. Northern Iowa 84, UIC 69. Again, Northern Iowa will also go dancing. High Point will go dancing as they defeated Winthrop 91-76. So, yeah. Also, Tennessee State has already punched their ticket in, as well as LIU. So, there you go. Summit game will happen tonight. Summit final. North Dakota State versus North Dakota. I will be covering that game. That's going to be happening tonight at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. So that one should be good. Again, we'll be covering that one. The winner will go dancing. So again, if you want some more March Madness, that one will be available to listen right here. Right here on the Dr. Delay Network. Again, Ben Defty at the line. 10 points already as he releases and does convert the first. Again, a pretty good percentage for a big guy as he converts 66% of his free throws. 3-point game, trying to make it a 2-point game. He does. 29-27, your score with just under 4 to play. As here is Benini. Benini with it, crossing half court, bouncing it inside here to Kehoe. Kehoe with it, looking around to Kim. Kim beyond the arc, looking around, floating around, finding Kehoe underneath, guarded by Defty. This is the matchup to look for. Kehoe with the heave-ho, gets it in there. How do you feel about Crosby the Ravens? Good to see you, by the way, Nick. Good to see you, man. Not really concerned at all. I think they overpaid. I think it screams desperation. If Lamar's not 100%, they lost the trade. Tissinger back over to McNair. McNair with it underneath. He puts it up. Oh, and he's stuffed at the line. Oh, man, here is Cole. Cole with it again, 31-27. Navy with it. Benini on the beyond the arc, driving inside, looking around for Cole. Back to Kim. Kim with it. Kim looking around. Kim driving inside, looking for contact, puts it up. Does not get the basket. Gets his rebound, puts it up. And Kim actually going to be called with the offensive foul as I guess he pushed off. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I knew the Raiders were going to get rid of him. I mean, Crosby made it clear that he didn't want to play for the Raiders again because the Raiders are stupid. I mean, you don't sit your star players 2 games out, especially if he wants to play. Absolutely dumb. Dumpster fire organization. But the Ravens, I think they completely overpaid. 2 firsts. I mean, that is crazy. I mean, that is crazy. But, I mean, if Lamar's 100%, then it's a good deal. It helps out their defense, and Lamar's back good. But Lamar did not play good the last 8-9 games. He really struggled. Defty with it, handing it off to McNair. McNair for 3. That's good. It's back to a 1-point game. 31-30. Oh, man. Boston will not go away. Benini in here to Pennick. No, that is not Pennick. That was Woods. Now it's to Pennick. Pennick with it. Pennick to Benini. Benini underneath to Kehoe. Kehoe back to Benini. Back to Pennick. Pennick driving inside. Pennick loses the ball. Gets it back. Pump fakes. Back to Benini. 3 to shoot. Benini spinning around. Puts it up. Kehoe with the rebound. Kehoe puts it up and rebounded there by Boston. This is McNair. Oh, and he loses the ball. Benini now with it beyond the arc. Driving inside, puts it up, gets the basket. Oh, man, again, Boston actually had a chance to take the lead. But McNair was stripped. 33-30. Here is Tissinger. Tissinger to McNair. McNair puts up the three. Gets it. Oh, my goodness. It was not a great pass. Picked it off the ground and just put it up. 33-33. 1:23 to go in the first. Unbelievable. This is Woods. Woods to Kehoe. Kehoe to Benini. Benini driving inside. Puts it up. Oh, he's stuffed by the rim. And they're going to say that there was a foul by Abdullah. So Benini will head to the line, and he's practically automatic. If Eagles get Miles Garrett, I would lose my mind. I don't know if that's I don't think the Eagles can afford that. The Eagles are cap. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, they're not going away for real. I just realized it said 33-33. My bad. So yeah, Benini's going to be at the line here again. An 88% free throw shooter. Pretty much automatic. Today's got 7 points, 3 for 8 from the field. Benini with the first, and does indeed get the basket. 34-33. Draper going to check back in for Woods. Woods will take a seat. Benini again with the second, and that one is good. 35-33. Navy up by 2. Here is Tissinger. Tissinger now with it again, guarded by Woods. Or pardon me, Panic. As now it's back to McNair. McNair to Abdullah. Abdullah with it beyond the arc. Back to McNair. McNair for 3. Oh, Air McNair does it! Again, 36-35. Boston taking the lead. Their first lead of the day. 50 seconds left to go in the first half. Panic with it. Back to Draper. Draper to Cole. Cole with it. Back to Benini. Benini beyond the arc. Looking around. Step back 3. That's too short. Rebounded by McNair. Looks like Boston might slow it down here for the last 30 seconds. About a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As Tissinger just holding on, just chilling. Chilling there at half court. 13 seconds left to shoot. Make it 10. Tissinger, bad pass, almost stolen away. Draper, oh, it's stolen by Kehoe. Kehoe with it. Back to Benini. Benini puts up the mid-range jumper. That's short. Rebounded by Cole, who puts it up and does not get the basket. Almost a mistake by Boston. But luckily for them, they could not take advantage. 36-35 is your score at the half. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man, I do apologize. Definitely know I'm not 100% right now. I didn't just wake up, but I don't feel like I've woken up yet, so I do apologize. Anyway, 36-35 is your score at the half. As, Boston just taking the lead very late in this one. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Look at the stats here at the half. Sam Hughes with 2 points, a rebound, and an assist. Defty with 12 points. Defty and McNair. That is just those are the guys there for Boston that Navy will have to stop because Defty doesn't seem to miss. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Gladden 2 points with an assist. Abdullah no points, but has a rebound and an assist. McNair with 17 points. 6 for 8 from the field, 4 for 5 beyond the arc, 4 rebounds and an assist. And then Tissinger with 3 points and 2 assists. He's played a lot. He's replaced Gladden pretty much. Then for Navy, you got Woods here with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Kehoe with 11 points, 6 rebounds. Pennick 2 points and an assist. Kim with 5 points, 1 rebound. Benini 9 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. Draper 2 points for him. Cole 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He's done a pretty good job off the bench. Boston shooting 61% from the field. Navy 39, but the difference again is rebounds, 16 to 12, and of course free throws. Navy has been to the line 12 times, converted 10. Boston only 4 times, converted 3. So Boston just needs to get more trips to the line, and I think they would do well for themselves. I do. What a game, though. Boston hanging in there. The underdog by about 6.5, I believe. 6.5 points. It's going to be an interesting offseason. Eagles want 2 firsts for A.J. Brown. Bills traded but settled for Bills tried for but settled for DJ Moore. Yeah, DJ. I think Moore's good still. I think he just, I don't know. I don't really buy the Bears still. I know they had a good year, but let's see how they look in year 2. I think DJ will probably do well with Buffalo. You did a bit on Boston today. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, right now they're keeping it close. Kind of a shocker. But they look pretty good. They do look pretty good. Navy, again, is dominated on the boards and with the shots and going to the line. But Boston has indeed made more of their opportunities from the field. Again, shooting 61% from the field. The problem is, again, they don't have many shots. And Navy, again, just keeps on rebounding and getting to the line. And Boston does have 6 turnovers. Navy only 2. That's also a big deal. Again, at the end of the half, almost saw a disaster there for Boston, turning it over with 6 seconds left. They didn't need to do that. All they need to do is just hold on to the ball and take a shot. They couldn't even do that. So that is some concern if you're a Boston fan or a Boston alumni or whatever. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, this is what I do. I call games, folks. So make sure, again, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Would be pretty cool to get to 25 likes. We're at 17 likes. So there you go. How tall are you? I'm 5'10", 5'11". 5'11" is actually what I am, but I slouch, so it's 5'10". See? That's all right. If I actually sit up straight, so maybe I really need to work on my posture. If I sit up straight, then yeah, this is me, but just chilling in my chair. Bears regress for sure. Yeah, I think they will. That's again a tough division for sure as well. And then they guarantee themselves Philly and Seattle. No, the Rams won it. No, Seattle won it. Yeah, Seattle did win it. Yeah. Actually, I feel like that. I don't know why I remember the NFC Championship being played in L.A. I don't know. Who the heck won that game? I mean, I know who the heck won it, but like, who the heck hosted? Yeah, it wasn't Seattle. It felt. I don't know why. I don't know why I remember it being in L.A. Maybe it's the turf. I hate turf. Anyway, yeah, no. Yeah, I do think the Bears will regress regardless. I don't know. Again, I mean, the Bears also have 2 young, solid receivers. I think Roma Dunze is pretty solid. I think he's pretty good. And then Luther Burden could be pretty good in the coming years as well. But yeah, make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks. Again, it is free. Just saw it right there. I promise you. Press the subscribe button. Think of it more as a follow button. Again, I'll be back tonight. Going to be doing some Summit League, the Summit Final, North Dakota versus North Dakota State. You'll be able to listen to it right here on YouTube for free. No problem. No problem at all. And again, I'll be doing a lot of the March Madness tournaments. Again, I'll be calling a lot of those games. Going to be doing a lot of baseball if you're a baseball fan for the next 6 months because, of course, there's no football. Football is king on the channel. That really, again, took the channel to a whole nother level. And looking forward to a very exciting year 2 with covering covering the NFL. Again, it's not just Steelers games. I do want to make that known. I do cover the Steelers. Then there's another game because, of course, the Steelers don't play in both the early window and then the afternoon window. They play, of course, in one window. There's another game. Then, of course, there's Sunday night. I do all three windows. All three windows. And, of course, if there's a Europe game, then I do that one. So that's 4 games at times. And, of course, for college football, I also cover a lot of college football. Get a lot of success. I am pretty good at picking games. Again, as you're kind of wondering, I know you've probably noticed people asking in the chat, where can you watch the game? I'm pretty good at picking games that I know won't be shown on YouTube. So, again, if you're seeing me cover a college game, you probably can't find it on YouTube because I've done the research. I know what they do to show the game. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to do the ones where the networks actually do ban those streams. So that's going to just work out for me because then I can cover the game. That's how it works. That's how it works. But yeah, if I were to show the game, they would take down my stream like that. You're 5'10", but when you stand on your money, you're 6'6". Yeah, okay. I think I actually, no, if I stand on my money, I think I might be sinking into the ground. So, no, appreciate you though, Crypto, man, appreciate you. That's funny. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not in debt, but yeah, not exactly the wealthiest guy in the world. Do have my car paid off, but it's getting old. That's the thing. I get the car paid off, and then at the end of it, it's like it's got 120,000 miles on it. So it's like, dang. Oh my gosh. But yeah, appreciate you, man. That's great. That's great. Yeah, 5'10", just under 6 foot. The magical 6 foot. First, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, this is pretty much just a chat at this point until, of course, we resume the second half. Again, Boston's look pretty good. Again, if you want to chat about the game, you want to talk about college basketball, the classic, baseball, whatever it is you want. I mean, I don't care. You want to talk about the March Madness? Talk about whatever you like. I do try to get to the chat. Again, it's a chat-friendly channel, family-friendly channel. I really do try to get to the chat. The chat will forever and always be a big part of the channel. It always will be. Especially during football. I know it's a little bit more difficult with basketball and hockey because it's so fast-paced. But football, I mean, I can easily get to the chat. Baseball, I can easily get to the chat, like in between pitches or in between plays. If you're jonesing for football, the series on the Cowboys and football in the 90s was well done. Still hate the Cowboys, but it brings up. What is that on? That's interesting. Yeah, no, I definitely won't mind watching some football, man. I do watch like the NFL Throwback. They'll put out some games, like 20-minute condensed games of old games. Like I like watching the ones from the 2000s, really, but 2010s I'll watch still. I've watched some 90s games. Those are pretty good. I watched one where I think it was Jim Harbaugh, I think with the Chargers or something like that, or maybe the Colts. I don't remember. But he was playing Dan Marino. And honestly, Jim Harbaugh is not remembered as a good quarterback, but geez, that guy, he was putting the throws on the money, man. Like, it is something to like see the difference in how the game has like changed at the quarterback position and just in general, right? With the rules, but man, that was impressive. That was really impressive. I think he won. I think he beat Dan Marino that game. I could be wrong. All right. Anyway, so Central Arkansas leading over Queens University 34-30. That is in the ASUN Championship. Again, the winner of that game will go dancing. So that's a big one there. Looks like they're showing some women's college basketball there. Anyway, Tulane over Memphis 40-31. Drexel leading Monmouth 5-2. That one's just getting started. Let's see if there's anything else. And again, final scores earlier. Again, UNC Wilmington being eliminated. Pretty crazy stuff there. 85-70 to Campbell. Oh, that's interesting. Lehigh, again, they won the other semifinal in the Patriot League. They will be going, playing the winner of this one, 76-69 over Colgate. Northern Iowa did defeat UIC, so they are going to the dance. They will definitely be in the March Madness bracket. High Point over Winthrop, 91-76. They are going dancing. So High Point already, again, clinching their spot. I think it's Amazon Prime or Netflix. Can't remember. Okay, yeah, you're good. I think, well, my wife has Amazon, and since we have T-Mobile, we get Netflix for free. So, yeah, a lot of the stuff that, a lot of stuff we have, it's like we look for discounts or, you know, T-Mobile. T-Mobile is actually pretty good at that, so. Like, I think they even have MLB, like last year we had MLB TV for free, like because of T-Mobile. So I'm kind of waiting to see because I have to renew it. But I'm like, well, I don't want to. I want to see if T-Mobile's going to offer it, so I got to wait. Luckily, the Pirates play on national television, so I can just find out for myself, like on opening day, like, oh, I guess I need to pay for it. Oh, look at that. I can redeem the code or whatnot. Clock changes hour of the daylight savings. Yep, changed last night. Got wrecked. I woke up late. I wanted to call Lehigh and Colgate, but woke up, I think, 20 minutes prior. I didn't set up anything last night. I was gaming, and then when I got off gaming, I was tired. Played Call of Duty, then played Apex, and I was just tired. I'm like, all right, I'm tired. But yeah, no, definitely need to check that out. I do like, I like football documentaries. I like watching the old, like I'll still do it on some of the stuff on YouTube, or some of the channels on YouTube will have the old like NFL top 10, like the top 10 NFL or whatever, you know, like, and I like the ones where they had like the radio people or like the sports media, not necessarily the celebrities commenting, like the older ones from like the 2000s essentially. Those are pretty fun. Like those are great. And then they did the new ones where they got the celebrities appearing. And like, I don't really care could not care less what Tom Cruise has to say about Kurt Warner or whatever, you know. Like, I don't know. I just like the sports personalities. They made it really fun. They would always make it fun. That'd be pretty cool to do, like to watch along. I don't think I can do that though. Like show any clip. But maybe I could. I mean, I don't know. Probably on Twitch. I know I can on Twitch. Can't do it on YouTube. Your Pirates are much improved. They are. I'm expecting to compete for the final spot of the wild card. I'd like for us to be competing in September for that spot. I think that's reasonable. I won't be upset if we don't. I mean, I'll be kind of sad if we don't get it. But if we're competing in September and it's legit, like, oh man, we actually have a shot, you know, to take one of the spots. I think again the final one's realistic. Then yeah, I'll be pretty happy. Played the new EA college football on the console. Yes, I have. I played both. I have both 25 and 26. I didn't play 26 as much. I didn't really find it as good as 25. And, of course, since really doing this, since, again, March last year, that's when I started this, I have, like, played a lot less video games, really. So that is definitely changing my, like, buying of video games to play. So everything I, like, you know, like, I got Call of Duty, but my friend was actually the one that gifted it to me because I told him, like, look, I'm not going to play the game as much, so he actually just was like, look, I'll gift it to you. So I feel now I'm obligated to play more. So he kind of tricked me because I told him, like, I'm not going to play it as much. I'm not going to get it. But he bought it. So now it's like, okay, well, I have to play with him. Well, we've been moving up in ranked. So that's always fun. We're now Plat 2. I expect good things from the Pirates this year. I hope so. I really do. Looks like we're about a few minutes away from the second half. Again, I know you guys are ready for that instead of me yapping. Again, if you do enjoy the broadcast, which you probably, if you're just joining at halftime, you're probably like, okay, well, you've done nothing for me, Doc. I'm like, okay, well, you're right. I'm just saying, if you have enjoyed the broadcast, make sure, again, to leave a like and subscribe. Again, we get to 25 likes, would be pretty cool. Of course, we get to 25, then we move the goal up. That's how it goes. But again, if you're a fan of college basketball, again, MLB, the World Baseball Classic, of course, is going on now. I've covered plenty of that. the NFL, college football. Again, those two are the big part of the channel. Of course, that won't be here for a while. Make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel, folks. It is free. And again, this is just an up-and-coming channel. That's all it is, okay? That's all it is. It's all, you're going to subscribe anyway. You might as well subscribe now. Get your name in the chat so I remember you. That way, when I'm, hey, big channel here in 5-10 years. Oh, hey, look at that. It's one of the OGs. I remember you. Like, I'm going to remember Nick. I'm going to remember Draven. Banking's been in the streams a lot. Seth has been here for a while now. DJ's been here for a while now. Mr. Robert, he's been here for a little bit now. So, yeah, no. Just saying. Just saying. 6,000 subs in 1 year. We're going to keep on rising and growing. That's what we're going to do. 311. Yeah, we're at 211 over here. Navy going right to left as we're back. Apparently, we just cut to action here as Woods hands it to Panic. Panic to Kim. Kim to Kehoe. Kehoe driving inside. Back out to Kim. Kim pump fakes. Driving inside. Spinning around. Looking around. Kim inside of Woods. Kehoe. Kehoe looking around. Driving in the paint. Hook shot gets the baskets. Navy retaking the lead to start the second half. 37-36. As here's Glenn. Again, Boston going left to right. Navy right to left. Boston in all red. Navy is in all white. This is McNair. McNair again had a great first half. McNair to Abdullah. Abdullah looking around. Finding Glenn. Glenn to Abdullah. Abdullah for three. That's too strong. Rebounded there by Kehoe. Kehoe to Benini as he's taking it down slowly. Again, 37-36. Just over 19 to play as Benini. Mid-range jumper in and out. Rebounded there by Defty. Handing it there to Glenn. Glenn down on the far side. Far side passes to Hughes. Hughes working his way inside, back out to Defty. Defty chilling beyond the arc. Looking to Glenn. Finds Glenn. Glenn underneath the basket. Trying to find a teammate. Finding Abdullah. Abdullah stepping back. Backing off. So McNair, 8 to shoot. McNair driving inside. Step back. 3. That's going to be short. Rebounded by Kehoe. Kehoe finding Benini, who's moving quickly. Benini driving in. Bounce pass to Kehoe. Kehoe looking up. Puts it up. Gets the baskets. 39-36. And now there's a timeout for Boston pretty early. But Navy kind of came out with a lot of energy as they've retaken the lead. 18-18 left to go in the second half. Let's see here. If I bought you a Peppa the Pig video game, would you play it? No. Hopefully, if you accidentally did, I'm like, oh my gosh, that better be like $1. And then I'll try to send you $1. I was going to say the wild card, but I don't want to jinx them. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're good, man. I think they can compete for it. I think that's possible. I really do. Has anyone tried Zero Sugar Sprite? Zero Sugar Sprite. I don't know if I've... No, I don't think so. I don't really like Sprite, to be honest with you. I'm not a Sprite guy. I'm a Dr. Pepper guy. I like the dark sodas. I do. Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Coke. I do like Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Of course, that's really at Taco Bell, and I know they started selling them in the can. It doesn't taste the same. It really doesn't. But that is pretty much it. I don't really drink much else. It's got to follow like the Coke formula. You drink soda, but stop. Don't read the sugar substitute. Yeah, I'm not a zero, anything like that, or diet. I don't know. I can't do it. How about a Peppa Pig skin for cod? No, I'm good. I'm good. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do what JG9 does. So, after the stream, which I'm not going to do that today. I want to do. I've been talking about this for months, right? So, I know Nick is probably rolling his eyes. Like, oh, this guy you said you were going to do it a long time ago. I will stay on after games, probably for football. Or like for Monday nights and Thursday nights, where it's just one stream, right? And what I'll do is I'll kind of just hang out. And, just kind of talk to you guys, just chat about, of course, whatever games or whatever. And I'll probably just play COD or Fortnite or something like that. I don't know. I kind of can't. It's tough to play because I want to commit to the game, so it's tough to look at the chat. But yeah, you have in sugar-free Coke. Okay. How would you rank it? Because I tried the zero sugar mango Pepsi. Didn't like. Oh, that sounds terrible. Jeez, Draven, that does not sound good at all. Let's go Boston. Yeah, Boston looking pretty good. But to start the second half, it's been Navy. Appreciate you there, 85, for tuning in. DJ go. Yeah, OT. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I think I'd have to be a little bit more friendlier on the rates there. Just starting out. Here's Gladden. Gladden now driving inside, looking around, finds the corner. Hughes for three. That's too short. Rebounded there by Benini. He's racing down the far side. Far side looking around. Far baseline. Now back at the point, finding Woods. Woods to Panic. Panic with it. It's Panic, not Panic. As he hands it off to Benini. Benini for three. That's in and out. Rebounded by, well, now it's by McNair. McNair finding Gladden there on the near sideline. Looking around beyond the arc. Driving inside in the lane. Mid-range jumper. Gets the friendly roll. As he left it short, but it did roll in. 39-38 is your score. Benini now with it. Crossing half court again. 17:25 to play. As he finds Woods. Woods with it back to Cole. Looking around is Benini. Benini with it, driving inside back to Woods. Woods looking around in the lane. Passes back out to Benini. Benini back to Penick. Penick for three. He drains it. 42-38. As here is Gladden with it, crossing half courts. You like both? Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to have different taste. And so is Glenn driving inside in the lane. Mid-range jumper too short. Rebounded by Woods. Hands it off to Benini. Crossing half court, moving quickly. Hands it off to Penick for three. That's too strong. Rebounded by Defty. Defty the Hefty. As here is McNair. McNair trying to get this offense back. As here is Abdullah. Abdullah driving inside, then passes back out to Gladden. Gladden with it, finding Hughes. On the far side, spin move. Looks like there was going to be a foul on Woods, who was covering Hughes. Hughes there. Oklahoma's bigger than Oklahoma State. Yep. Boston's due for a win. I don't know. Boston, I thought, has done very well. Again, the winner plays Lehigh. Tune to watch you if you were singing karaoke. Yeah, we're good. Why is Pitt so bad? They need a new. They haven't been the same since they moved from the Big East. Yeah, that's really been their problem. Bad pass stolen away by Kehoe. Kehoe hands it off to Benini to Kim. Kim to Cole. Cole with it beyond the arc, driving inside, passes to Kehoe. Kehoe back to Benini, who takes himself to the rim. Oh, and he's stuffed by Glenn. Glenn with the block. Finding McNair. McNair to Hughes. Hughes for three. Too short. But Hughes gets his own rebound. Good hustle. Hughes with it now beyond the arc. Finding McNair. McNair to Gladden. Gladden for three. Deep three. That was actually McNair. What a shot. 42-41. This is Benini. Benini crossing half courts. Mango Pepsi for barbecue sauce. Oh, man. This is Draper. Draper to Kehoe. Kehoe with it. Looking around. Back to Draper. Draper looking for contact. Puts up the shot. He is fouled. And he'll head the line for a couple of shots. But I think that's going to take us to a commercial break. 42-41. Benini with it. Passing to Woods again with a nice three there. But again, we should be going to commercial break. 42-41, 15-24 left to go. Zero sugar is really for diabetics, but advertised as a sugar alternative for sales. Where can we stream this? Well, I ain't streaming nothing, Tucson. Where can we stream this? You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, Tucson. I'm good. I see Toussaint there. I'm reminded of Fitzgerald Toussaint, the Steeler that fumbled the ball against the Broncos. Reminded of Fitzgerald Toussaint. Did a good job filling in for Le'Veon Bell and D'Angelo Williams, but got wrecked. Got wrecked in the playoffs. OT, could this go to overtime? Oh, yeah, for sure. This is a good game. This one could go back and forth. Oh, yeah, for sure. This one's good. I'm staying in stream Iowa women's basketball getting the work. Where are you streaming this? I'm streaming this from Texas. If you're asking where I'm watching, I guess that's the terminology now. I'm assuming you're young, because back in our day, we called it watching TV, not streaming. But yeah, CBS Sports Network. That is the channel. That is the channel that I'm watching it on. LeBron James is out for season with hamstring. Really? You sure he's not faking it? You sure he's not faking it? Peacock. No, it's on CBS Sports Network. Peacock, no, not having this one. Peacock will have, I think, some of the Big East games and the Big Ten when it comes to the conference. You're dead watching TV. Yeah, back in my day, we called it watching TV, not streaming. Appreciate you, though, Toussaint, man. Hopefully you're able to find it. Yeah, again, it's on CBS Sports Network. And he was on Rogers yet? No. LeBron flop, yeah. That is the way it is. The sky is blue and LeBron flops. And that's, again, just the NBA is so unwatchable. And I'm glad college basketball's good, man. I really enjoy I love basketball. I really do. It's great to watch, but, man, I can't watch the NBA. I will watch a lot of college, though. I love college basketball. Draper going to be at the line here for a couple of shots. He's an 81% free throw shooter. As there you go, he does convert the first. 43-41. Again, Boston entered the half with the lead, 36-35. Navy, though, reclaiming it. As that's in and out. Rebounded there by Defty, who hands it off to McNair, who finds Gladden. Gladden now taking up the court again. 2-point game. Gladden with it, looking around. Finding McNair. McNair with it at the logo. Finding Abdullah. Abdullah again beyond the arc. Looking for Defty. Defty still beyond the arc. They're just chilling beyond the arc. Everyone for Boston. McNair driving inside. Bounce pass inside to I don't even know who that is. But it went off someone's foot, and it's going to stay with Boston. It's Tissinger. That's right. Wanted to say McNair, but no. McNair gave the pass. 7 seconds left to go here on the shot clock. 15:01 left to go in the second half. This is Gladden inbounding here to Defty. Hands it off to Gladden. Gladden. Oh, that's going to be... He jumped and then came down with it. Kind of, well, you can't do that. So it's going to go back to Navy. Hate NBA, but college I can watch now. Yeah. I know Peacock is covering the Paralympics. Oh, really? Yeah, that was happening right after the Winter Olympics. This is Benini driving inside, looking around, bounce pass to Kehoe. Kehoe inside of Draper. Draper with the buckets. Good stuff there by Kehoe to Draper. Again, nice pass. Tissinger with it. Again, a 4-point game. 45-41. Finding Abdullah there on the logo as he finds Tissinger. Tissinger floats it to Defty, but it was not a good pass. And Defty is fouled by Kehoe. I believe that's his second. Stephen Curry's out? Really? Oh, man, that's not good. All the stars are out. Of course, I know why Draven doesn't like the NBA. They traded Luka. Can't believe the Mavericks would do that. That's actually insane. Anyway, Defty hands it off to... I believe this is Tissinger. Tissinger to Defty. Defty underneath. And they're going to say he traveled. Really? I didn't think he traveled. I don't know about that one. Huh. Well, that happens in the NBA all the time. Anyway, Draper with it. Hands it off to Cole underneath, who does not get the basket. Kehoe with the rebound and puts it up. 47-41. 6-point game. That's a pretty big lead based on, how this game has went. This is Gladden. Gladden driving in. Now backing off. Gladden driving in yet again. Finding Abdullah by himself. Then finding Tissinger. Back to Abdullah. Abdullah for three. Oh, he gets it. Back to a 3-point game. 47-44. As Benini driving up the court, finding Kehoe, finding Draper. Draper with it beyond the arc. Finding Kehoe. Kehoe heave-hoves it to Benini. Benini, nice moves. Looking around. Inside of Kehoe. Kehoe spinning inside, and they're going to call him for a travel. So they are, I guess, I mean, hey, if they're going to be consistent, then all right. 47-44 is your score. As here is Gladden. Gladden now with it, crossing half court. Gladden trying to find somebody, driving to the far side, driving in now. Mid-range jumper gets the buckets. And it's back to a 1-point game. 47-46, 12:55 to go in the second half. Here's Benini. Benini to Cole. Cole with it beyond the arc, finding Draper. Draper inside, looking for Kehoe, who's underneath. And they're going to call. They're going to say that's on Defty. Defty, I guess, was too handsy underneath. A lot of people seem to like, not like the NBA, but watch college basketball. It's just a better game. It's just a more pure game. You actually see defense. The crowd's more into it. Benini underneath here to Kehoe. Kehoe in the paint. Kehoe back to Benini. Benini driving inside. Floater. Can't get the bucket. Defty. Oh, Defty, it's stolen away by Benini. Benini to Kehoe. Kehoe puts it up high off the glass. And he is fouled. So Kehoe ahead of the line. And Kehoe, again, not really a good free throw shooter at all. He is a 47% free throw shooter. Shea returned last week. I watched college, but only during the tournament time. Yeah, that's really when I tune in the most, really, is Kehoe. One-handed. He does it like Shaq. Oh, my goodness. That's kind of why he shoots at a 47% free throw clip. Does miss the first. Defty with 3 fouls. That's a problem because Defty, he has a lot of points. Big reason why Boston is in it. So Kehoe with the one hand, and he does get that one. Man, oh man, 48-46. Boston with a chance to tie it. As here's Glenn. Glenn with it at the points. Now he's just going to drive it inside. Benini on the coverage, finding Hughes. Hughes for 3. In and outs. And then rebounded there by Benini. Benini with it on the far side. Beyond the arc. Now he's going to slow it down. Working his way back to half court. Bouncing it here to Cole. Cole with it. Cole to Draper. Draper looking around. Bounce pass. Oh, it's stolen away. Stolen away by Tissinger. Tissinger with it. Finding Glenn. Glenn looking around to Madden. No, not Madden. That was McNair. McNair inside of Hughes. Hughes back to Tissinger. Driving inside. Back to Hughes. Hughes for 3. That's in and out. Unbelievable. Rebounded there by Draper. Hands it off to Benini. 11:30 to go in the second half. 2-point game. Boston 2 for 8 from beyond the arc this half. That is not good. As Cole with it. Cole finding Kehoe. Drives inside. Looking around. And he is fouled. I believe by Tissinger. And looks like that's going to be a commercial break with 11:17 to go in the second half. 48-46. Navy leading. Let's see what we got here. Why was Shaq so bad? He was just bad. Hannah, appreciate you tuning in. Not sure what you said, but appreciate you. Watched the NBA during the Jordan, Pippen, Magic Johnson era. So many great players back then, and every possession wasn't a foul. Yeah. Yep. Again, I watched, of course, during the NBA during the 2000s. I really did enjoy it, but it got to a point where I'm good, actually. I do not need to watch anymore. And I've not looked back. I really just don't watch it. I don't. Only way to get me to watch NBA again is Pittsburgh gets a team. I understood. That'd be pretty cool. Black and yellow. Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't know. Again, if we're kind of in a slow period Might do the NBA Finals, but that's really it. I mean, I don't know. That's a maybe. Only because, again, the NBA gets a lot. There's a lot of viewers. And I've looked at what other channels do, and they get a lot. That helps their channel a lot. So, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But if there's something else I can cover, I might just, again, baseball will be on. So, I don't know. Anyway, appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Again, the World Baseball Classic happening now. Italy leading Great Britain 7-2. Japan over Australia earlier 4-3. Cuba over Colombia 7-4. And Dominican Republic 12. Netherlands 1. That one ended. That was a mercy rule. 12-1 after 7. Again, tonight, folks, the Summit League final. North Dakota and North Dakota State. I will be covering it. Have yet to make the thumbnail and everything, but after this game, that's what I'm going to be doing. And again, that'll be at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. The winner goes on, and they'll start dancing. Maybe for only a game, but hey, they'll be dancing. The loser will stay home. I only watch NBA if your Thunder's in the finals. Gotcha. All right, looks like, I don't know if Kehoe's going to be at the line. I don't think he's at the line. Is he at the line? Yeah, I guess he's at the line. I don't know. We'll find out together. Have you ever played racquetball? I'm not good, but fun to play. I have a lot of tennis friends that played racquetball. I never played racquetball. So, no, it's not a shooting foul. Benini going to be inbounding it here underneath his own basket as he finds Cole. Cole for three. In and out. Rebounded by Defty. Defty back in. As he hands it off to Tissinger. Tissinger to Gladden. Again, just over 11 to go. Navy leading 48-46. This is Gladden. Gladden to Defty. Defty hands it off to Gladden. Gladden back. Driving inside. Mid-range jumper. Gets it. Tying the game at 48. Benini now with it again. Navy swept Boston this year, but Boston not going away. Again, those games were close. They were close games. Benini with it. He slips. Gets back up. Beyond the arc. Looking around. Spinning around. Inside. Now kicks it out to Kim. Kim looking around. Bouncing around. Driving inside. Puts it up. Oh, he's blocked by Defty. And then Kehoe. Wait, that was a delayed call. That was a delayed call. Wow. I mean, Kehoe was shooting. They call the foul on Defty. That's his fourth. So Defty again with 12 points. It's been a huge weapon for Boston. He is at 4 fouls. One more, he's done. You can always be like Chat Sports, chug beers, and do shots. Yeah, dude, $20. I'll do this. I swear, dude, it's not water. As Kim does sink the first. Come on, dudes. Guys, come on, man. All right. Where is it, man? Super chat. You promised. Yeah, anyway. Kim does release the second and gets it. Kim, pretty good from the line. If I weren't goofing off, I could have told you that he shoots at an 83% free throw clip. Anyway, Gladden with it, crossing half court. Gladden looking around, driving inside, puts it up. Oh, and he's stuffed, but he was also fouled. So Draper looking around like, what did I do? As he will head to the line for a couple of shots. Gladden is a 89% free throw shooter. Pretty good. Doctor has to take a shot every score the Pirates give up. Oh, geez. Well, that would not be good. We don't need Dr. Lay becoming... Yeah, no, we don't need that. As that's going to be making the first 49-50. Again, never have had a sip of alcohol. And don't ever plan on changing that. Ever. As there is the second, and Gladden gladly ties the game 50 all here in Annapolis. This is Cole. Cole Pushing it to Kim. Kim back to Benini. Again, just over 10 to play in this one. Pretty solid game. Cole inside to Kehoe. Kehoe to Draper. Draper puts it up. Doesn't get the basket, but Kehoe with the rebound and gets it for him. 52-50. Navy with the lead. Here is Tissinger. Tissinger with it beyond the arc. He's looking around, trying to find somebody. Everyone's moving, but no one coming open. Tissinger still with it, driving inside, spinning around in the lane. Mid-range jumper floater. Doesn't get the basket. Nielsen gets it. He's stuffed. Kim now with it. Kim hands it to Benini. Benini from deep downtown. Oh, man, that's going to be in and out, but rebounded there by Kim. Kim with it to Benini. And looks like they're going to slow it down. 15 seconds to shoot. 9:15 left to go in the second half. Again, up by 2. Kehoe with it. Kehoe to Kim. Kim floats it into Kehoe. Kehoe spinning around. Nielsen on the coverage. And he is going to get the basket and the foul. Nielsen was just slapping him all over the place. Don't know what he was doing. But Kehoe does get the bucket and will head to the line to complete, or a chance to complete, the 3-point play. Would watch regular season, then trash spring. Oh, of course. Yeah, no. Spring training is just not good. There is the free throw, and he does convert. 55-50. Navy up by 5. The coach, Coach Perry, is just trying to get this crowd riled up, and they are. Gladden at the logo. Hands it off to McNair. McNair to Abdullah. Abdullah for 3. Oh, and he silences the crowd, cutting the lead to 2. 55-53. Benini with it, crossing half court. Hands it off to Cole. Cole back to Benini. Benini beyond the arc, looking around, driving inside, kicks it out to Draper. Draper back to Benini. Benini looking in. And that's a long 2, but he does get the baskets. 57-53, 8:15 left to go. I don't know if it's a commercial timeout. Everyone's kind of just chilling. Dr. Forward or defenseman? Forward or defenseman? Are you talking about in... What are you talking about? Like if I were to play hockey? I probably want to be a forward. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll go forward. Anyway, again, Boston had a lead at the half, 36-35. They hadn't led much. They had led for the last 40 seconds of the first half. And, of course, Navy has kind of pulled away here in the second. Again, only up by 4, but Boston, again, just they got to get something going. They got to get something going. Gladden crossing half courts. Looking around. Driving inside. Gladden still with it. In the paint. Looking around. And he is going to be fouled. Benini looking for the jump ball. But no, they're going to call a shooting foul. And Gladden will head to the line. Again, an 89% free throw shooter. Pretty solid, again, at the line. Benini, again, looking for the jump ball. Did not win his appeal. Gladden at the line. Again, make this a one-score game. All he has to do is convert one of these. And he does convert the first. 3-point game, one-score game, 57-54. Gladden, again, an 89% free throw shooter. This is what he does. He makes free throws. And he makes that one. 2-point game, 57-55. Again, Navy, a 6.5-point favorite. Navy sweeping Boston this year. And, of course, beat them last year in the first round of the Patriot League. 86-78. Boston with a chance for revenge. Navy, though, with the lead. Kehoe in the paint. Hands it off to Kim. Kim driving inside. Mid-range jumper. Floater. That's a brick. Not even hitting the rim. As McNair with the rebound. Hands it off to Tissinger. Tissinger crossing half court. Tissinger to Gladden. Gladden with it. Back over to Abdullah. Abdullah to Nielsen. No! Nielsen loses the ball, and it's taken over by Benini. Benini to Cole, who lays it in. Oh, man, the talent difference between Nielsen and Defty is kind of glaring. 59-55. This is Tissinger. Tissinger to Abdullah for 3. That's short. Rebounded by Draper. An opportunity here, of course, for Navy to stretch out this lead. Again, a 4-point game, 59-55. This is Benini. Benini with it. Kicks it out to Kim. Kim looking around. Back to Benini. Benini beyond the arc. Driving inside. Spinning her around. Looking in. Oh, and he's rejected by the rim. As now they're not showing the game. As now they show it. And finally, McNair lays it in. What the heck was that? Cameraman is drunk. 59-57. It looks like Navy going to call a timeout with 6:26 left to go. In the second half, they did not show what was happening. Misses the layup, and they did not show anything. they were not showing the game for like 4 seconds. Ridiculous. 59-57, Navy leading over Boston. Three's keeping it close. Yep, Sooners don't have cross team. They only have softball team. Okay. Savant, yeah, I don't really do much of Nightbot there, DJ. I just have, honestly, I have way more, but I kind of nerfed it. I don't really like, I don't know. The more I've really looked at it, what other channels, it kind of does look not so great when there's like bots in there. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Again, Navy leading by 2. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Helps out small channels like mine. But, again, we won't be a small channel for much longer as we are definitely on the rise. We are definitely a growing channel. And I appreciate you guys, again, for hanging out in this one. Again, other basketball scores from across the nation. Queens University leading 66-59 over Central Arkansas. Winner of that one does go dancing. So that one's kind of big. That's the ASUN Championship. Let's see here. What else? Any big games happening now? Not really. Not really. In the Classic, the World Baseball Classic, Italy leading Great Britain 7-3. Japan over Australia 4-3. Cuba over Colombia 7-4. Dominican Republic over the Netherlands 12-1. What are you watching? I'm watching it on CBS Sports Network. Appreciate you, Aaron, for tuning in. Catching up now that I'm done with your Twitch thing. Oh, yeah, good stuff, Rob. Wish you create more bot commands. You can make things like and subscribe. Yeah, I mean, I have the like and that's actually right beneath your comment there. You know, and I think I have it like every 30 minutes it comes up. I think that's good. I've tried it with like every 5 minutes, and I just think it looked spammy. And I don't know. I don't think people like that. And again, I'm going to do what's best for, I feel like, the channel. If people don't like it, I won't do it. Kinda. I mean, I still want to do what I want, right? Because it is my channel, so, you know, whatever. But yeah, no, I'll definitely have a nice balance between, you know, what is what looks good in the chat. But yeah, hopefully your stream went well there, Rob. Again, we got some Patriot League action. The winner of this game takes on Lehigh in the Patriot Final. Got a good one, 2-point game. Again, make sure, again, folks, to like and subscribe. Again, if you like college basketball, we're doing a lot of that during, of course, the March Madness tournament. But also, obviously, well, we're doing tournaments from across the nation. So, yeah, and again, we'll be doing the Summit final tonight. North Dakota versus North Dakota State should be a great one. And, of course, again, if you are a football fan, baseball fan, we do a lot of that on the channel. In fact, much more than this. So make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. For more play-by-play on the Dr. Delay Network is Kim with it. Kim to Draper. Draper sends it inside of Kehoe. Kehoe is fouled by Nielsen. Honestly, not a bad foul. Nielsen, again, is kind of fouling at will. He's got 3 fouls. But Kehoe, not really great from the line. Need Navy to step on it here. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Navy, Servicemen, well, first off, thank you for your service. If you're just a fan or an alumni, yeah, you got to, well, alumni would be a serviceman. But, yeah, they definitely have, I don't know, Boston's doing a good job of hanging in there. He does miss the first. Again, Kehoe, 47% free throw shooter. As Kehoe does release the second. That one's not good. Rebounded by Nielsen. Nielsen stripped away. As it goes out of bounds, going to be a foul actually on Draper. So Boston University will have it in their own end. Since my alma mater, Maryland's not going to make the tournament, I'm looking for a team to root for in the tournament. Ooh. I don't know. I always like going for the underdogs. All right, here is Glenn. Glenn with it. At the logo, he's looking around as he hands it off there to McNair. McNair with it, finding Tissinger. Tissinger beyond the arc, trying to find something. In a 2-point game, under 6 to play. Tissinger has it intercepted by Kehoe. Not a good pass. Should have had McNair doing the pass in there. As this is Benini. Benini with it, finds Kehoe. Kehoe to Draper. Draper back to Kehoe. Kehoe back to Cole. Back to Kehoe. Kehoe driving inside. Back to Draper beyond the arc. 10 to shoot. Kicks it into Kim. Kim in the lane. Puts it up and does not get the friendly roll. Ball goes to the corner where McNair does corral it. Hands it off to Tissinger. Tissinger finding Glenn. Again, a 2-point game. Boston trailing. Glenn with the push-off. No call. Glenn, 3. They take the lead. Boston leads 60-59. 5 to go. Benini now taking it up the courts. Back to Draper. Draper to Kim. Kim to Benini. Benini again at the logo, calling for Kehoe. Benini driving inside. Kicks it out to Draper in the near corner. Draper driving in. Finding Benini on the beyond the arc. As he drives inside, Benini puts it up and gets the friendly roll. He really does a great job of getting the friendly roll. I mean, unbelievable. Nielsen inbounding it here to Tissinger, who hands it off to Glenn. Again, Defty not in because he's on foul trouble. Looks like he is going to check in soon. Defty's been a big weapon, but he's missed a lot here in the second half as Glenn driving inside, puts it up. Oh, no call. Puts it up again, and then he's fouled. Kehoe can't believe it. Looks like Glenn will head to the line. Again, Glenn, a really good free throw shooter with 4:12 left to go in the second half, which is the Pittsburgh area code. Had fun with the slow jams. Nice. Scooble's so good. He is good, but he won't pitch again. Sound effects. Yeah, I don't know. I'll find a healthy balance. As there's the first. That one's good. 61-61. He missed both. Yep. Kehoe. Isn't that? That's Keto. Yeah, very funny. Go Boston. Appreciate you, Joe, for tuning in. Yeah, I got a good one. 61-61. Glenn at the line again. As he misses the second. Glenn does make those as that ball does squirt away. As here is Tissinger. Tissinger to McNair. McNair back to Abdullah. Again, tie game. 61-61, just over 4 to play. As here's Tissinger driving inside, kicks it back out to Glenn. Glenn beyond the arc, driving inside of the lane. Oh, he's stripped by Benini with the steal. Benini driving inside. Now going to float himself back out. Finding Cole beyond the arc. Back to Benini. Again, a 61-61 game. 3:50 to go in this one. Benini bounce pass here to Kim. Kim beyond the arc, looking around. Trying to find somebody, does find Benini. Benini driving in the lane. Jumper does get it. He was falling down. Slipping and all. 63-61. As it looks like Boston's going to call a timeout with 3:30 to go in this one. In regulation, again, maybe overtime because this one pretty darn solid. Who's hosting the Patriot League? I actually don't know. This one is in Annapolis, so it is. I know they were playing in Lehigh, so I just assumed they'd be playing in Annapolis, and they are. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know how it works. I don't know if Navy, if they were to win, would they host Lehigh, or is it going to a neutral site? Or, of course, if Boston were to win, Boston travels to Lehigh. I'm not following on that. Not following on that. Appreciate you, though, CB, for tuning in. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure, again, to leave a like and subscribe. Helps out channels like mine. We're definitely a growing channel. Definitely a growing channel, folks. And, again, a great game. A great game. I mean, this is awesome. Coming down to the wire. Again, I'll be back on tonight. North Dakota versus North Dakota State. Again, I usually cover games you really can't find on YouTube. So make sure, again, to come back for that one. As, again, that one, the winner will be going dancing. That'll be happening at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. So make sure, again, to tune in for that one. Of course, I've been doing the Classic, doing a lot of the Classic. Already done 5 or 6 games already. And I'll be returning to that shortly, but not today. I'm going to take today off from the Classic, of course, doing college basketball. And again, March Madness, MLB, NFL. Again, the NFL is a big part of the channel. You can see the Steelers stuff. But again, it's not just the Steeler channel. I do all 3 windows every Sunday. The Steeler game, then the other game. Then there's another game, which, again, that'll be really up to you guys. And then the Sunday night game. So, again, 3 windows of NFL action. Same thing with college, 3 windows of that. So make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. If you don't subscribe, then I take it you're not a sports fan. If you say you're a sports fan and then you're not subscribed to Dr. Delay, then I don't understand it, because this is, again, an up-and-coming channel. We are definitely making some noise here in the YouTube sports community as we're entering year 2. Couldn't get any closer. It's a good one. It's a great one. Definitely best case scenario for me. I really enjoy close games, especially, you know, throughout, which has really been the case. I mean, I think Navy may have had a 6-8 point lead maybe at one point, but that's really it. Boston, I think their largest lead was like a point or 2. I don't think they really, their largest lead was actually 1. Navy's actually largest lead was 9, but it didn't feel like it. It wasn't that for long. But yeah, no, this has been a great game. Great game. The winner definitely will have earned it. The loser will definitely be thinking about what if. This is interesting that a conference tournament is not hosted on a neutral site. Yeah. Well, I know it's usually the case, I think, for smaller conferences. Anyway, here's Gladden. Gladden with it beyond the arc. He's looking around as Gladden driving inside. Hands it off to Defty. Defty puts it up and gets the basket again. Defty. Hefty the Defty. Defty the Hefty. He is just a weapon. Again, he's been sidelined for most of the second half because he's already at 4 fouls. Benini back to Draper. Draper to Benini. Benini driving inside, looking around. Bounce pass in here to Kehoe. Kehoe back out to Benini. Benini for 3. That's short. Rebounded by Kehoe. And they're going to say Defty call. Oh, Defty with the foul. Oh, man, that's a huge blow for Boston. So Defty. Oh, man, you got to feel for Boston and Defty. He has played a great game. Over the back. I don't know. I don't really think that's a foul. They're saying over the back. It was more over the arm. And he wasn't really, I don't know. I don't like the call. It is what it is, though. Defty with a great game. If this is his last game of the season, what a game it was for him. Kehoe will be at the line again, a 47% free throw shooter. By the way, Defty with 14 points, 7 rebounds. Again, 6 for 7 from the field, 2 for 2 at the line. He had a great game. That's a shame, though. As there's the free throw. That's too strong. And then there's going to be a... Well, I don't know. Are they redoing it? What in the world? Looks like someone moved early. So Kehoe does release. This is the first one. And he does get it. So 64-63. Yeah, that's pretty shame. Yeah, I found that, yeah. About the ACC tournament will be hosted in Charlotte, North Carolina. Wow. There is the second, and that's too strong. Rebounded there by Abdullah. 1-point game, 64-63, under 3 to go. This is Gladden. Gladden gladly there at the point as he's looking around, driving to the near side. Gladden for 3. Oh, he drains it. 66-64. 2-point game, the largest lead of the game for Boston. 2:30 to go. As Kehoe hands it to Benini. Benini driving inside, looking for contact. Does not get the basket. Rebounded by Kehoe. And he gets the baskets. Again, the rebounding for Navy has been a big deal. 66-66. Navy out rebounding Boston. Not as bad as I thought, 30-27, but it really has felt like in key moments, Navy is there as Nielsen could not hold on to it. Draper now with it. Draper puts it up and gets the basket again. The difference in skill between Defty and Nielsen is glaring, and it's showing up in big moments. 68-66 for Navy. Under 2 to play. Gladson and Nielsen. Nielsen going to hand it back to Gladden. And I believe that's going to be a timeout Boston with 1:45 left to go in the second half. Unbelievable. High stakes game as this is a conference game when only the tournament winner will be the only team to make it. Yep. Oh, yeah. It is definitely huge. And honestly, I can see why. I can see why like the smaller conference would have it like that, because you want your best team going. You want your best team going, so you definitely want to try to give the home field advantage to, or give an advantage to like the better team. You know, at least on paper. Again, you know, Navy 26-6, Boston 16-6, and again, Navy won both matchups in the season, so I can definitely get why they would do that. Flyers should beat Washington or Wednesday. Caps struggles to score. I know the Flyers just beat the Penguins. I was really disappointed they're banking. That was tough. So that would be nice. That would be nice to see. Again, timeout Boston. Again, if you're just tuning in, make sure again to leave a like and subscribe, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Again, it is free. You can see it right there. Think of it more as a follow button. Think of it more as a follow button. Look at that. It's free. But again, if you like college basketball, this is the channel for you. Again, I'll be returning tonight doing North Dakota State. That'll be happening at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. That one's going to be, I think, a good game. I really do. I really do. Just like this one. Just like this one. Again, the winner advances to the final to take on Lehigh. Of course, that game, that will be for all the marbles. I guess so, DJ. I guess so. But yeah, Boston will be inbounding there from the far sideline on their own basket as McNair finds Gladden. Gladden with it at the logo. Again, 2-point game, 1:40 to go. Gladden with it, driving inside, spinning around. Gladden in the lane, spinning around again. Takes a lot of contact, and he does get the foul. And again, Gladden as good as they come at the line. 89% free throw shooter. Now, he did miss one earlier. That should be noted. But he is definitely, again, pretty darn good at the line. Remember Cowher wearing that Steelers hat you're wearing? Really? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I know. I remember him with like a tan hat. I don't know why. That's like what I most remember him as. There's the first, and of course, Gladden. Gladly taking the opportunity to get over there. 67. There you go for all you kids. 68-67. An opportunity again to tie the game. 1:35 left to go as there's the second. That one is good. Nothing but nets. Perfect release. 68-68. As Benini now driving down again, crossing half court. 1:30 to play in this one. As Benini driving inside, stepping back. Now back beyond the arc. Benini looking around, going to the basket. Benini puts it up. Oh, he's stuffed. Oh, but there's a collision. Boston players on the ground. Woods puts it up, doesn't get the friendly roll, gets the rebound, puts it up, gets the basket. 70-68. Good defense by Boston, but they fell down. Two Boston players collided. As this is Gladden. Gladden back to McNair. McNair to Tissinger. Tissinger to McNair. McNair has been really good today. Hasn't done much. Step back three. Too short. Rebounded by Navy. As Benini now with it. 43 seconds. And counting. About a 15-second difference. And looks like Navy's going to call a timeout with 35 seconds left to go. 19 on the shot clock. Navy leading 70-68. Navy may have lost. They may have. They may have. Go Navy. Appreciate you, Ricky, for tuning in. Navy up by 2 with 35 seconds. Again, just calling a timeout. What a game. They're down 2. I shoot a 3. I don't know. McNair had been pretty good prior to that shot. Again, just how good McNair was. 8 for 11 from the field. He had been pretty good. I guess he was very confident. It was a guy in his face. He really was feeling himself. Mix b-ball with hockey, basketball, and ice with fights. Yeah. Oh, they shoot a 3. I don't know. Blinded by the music. Again, he had to feel really confident. And that's my only guess. Feeling really confident there, and it may have just cost him, but we'll see. Again, that's why you still play it out. Navy might not make this. They might not do nothing here. The team with the most points wins. That is pretty good analysis. I really appreciate that. You should be my color guy here. Appreciate you there, man. JC, appreciate or can't hold CJ. Gotcha, CJ. Appreciate you, man. Brunch, crunch, lunchtime. It is lunchtime. I'm hungry. I need to make something. It's 3 o'clock over here. I've not eaten anything. Definitely going to be eating after this one. Again, I'll be back on in about 5 hours, folks. Again, North Dakota State. That is the final. Again, the winner will go dancing. This one, of course, the winner will take on Lehigh for the right to go to March Madness. Bonini with it. 30 seconds and counting. Bonini just chilling. Killing clock. Driving inside. Bonini to the hole. Doesn't get the basket. Rebounded by Boston. Boston with a chance to tie or win. This is McNair. McNair to Glenn. Glenn driving inside. Glenn puts it up. Gets the basket with 8 seconds. 70-70. And there's a timeout with 8 seconds to go. Navy with their last timeout. Unbelievable. Boston tying it up late. Bonini could not get the friendly roll. He's been getting those all day, but he misses. And, of course, Glenn, giving it to Glenn, wise decision, honestly. Yeah, you want to give it to McNair, but Glenn driving inside, looking for the foul. Didn't get it, but did get the basket. OT, maybe. We'll see. Again, do watch spoilers, folks. I assure you, I promise I'll get to the game, though it doesn't look like you guys are spoiling. Just predictions, as the live feed has it, or the ESPN site doesn't have it in overtime yet. Dinner time for me, this guy. I guess it'll be dinner for me, honestly. Sneakily show the screen for the end. Nope. This guy. Hey, for $1 million, I'll gladly show any game. Unfortunately, you won't hear any more Dr. Delay. Dr. Delay will be nuked. All right, Kim with it. Inbounding here to Bonini. Bonini driving half court. Bonini going to the basket. Puts it up. Gets the basket with 4 seconds left. 72-70. Glenn with it. 2, 3. Oh, he got it. Oh, my gosh. Boston just won 73-72. No way. Bonini took the lead, and Glenn with the 3. Unbelievable. I'm sorry, I can't get the score right. I can't believe it. Navy is done. Boston just won. From a deep 3, Navy is standing around in disbelief. I can't believe it either. Oh my gosh. Glenn just taking it down the courts. Pretty much from the logo. Oh my gosh! Navy is done! That is crazy. I can't believe that. This game is, I don't know, they might be saying there's a second left. I don't know. Unbelievable. 73-72. Again, Navy driving down with 8 seconds left, puts up a basket with 4 seconds left. Boston then driving down. Unbelievable stuff. They are reviewing to see if there's time left for Navy. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. I can't believe he made that shot from way. Unbelievable. You guys have to look at the highlights later, man. Unbelievable. They are reviewing it. They are reviewing to see, I think, if there's time left, because the shot went in. I mean, there's no question. The shot went in with plenty of time. 1.5 seconds left is when I believe he released it. Oh, my gosh. Crazy. It's unbelievable. Great call. Appreciate you, Nick. Appreciate you guys. Unbelievable. Again, just kind of waiting to see if they put on any more time. Oh, man. I think there was a little bit of time left when I'm looking at the replay. I can't believe that. I think there's going to be like 0.3 seconds left. If I had to guess, I think they're going to put like 0.3 seconds. Let's put time on the clock. 0.6 seconds. All right, 0.6 seconds, folks. 0.6 seconds. That's how much Navy. Now, again, if you're Boston, you cannot foul. You cannot foul. You cannot foul if you're Boston. Unbelievable, man. This is crazy. This is nuts. How did they do the whole game and lose? Yeah, I know. Thought the Navy defense was lackadaisical. Yeah, it was bad. Clock didn't start on time. 0.6. Yep. 5 points scored. I know, it was crazy. All right, 0.6 seconds. We'll get to see what Navy can do. They're going to inbound it from, again, you have to imagine, they're going to just heave it down and go for the... Oh, my gosh. What are they going to do? As Kehoe... there's a shot that's going to be behind the backboard somehow. That's a great effort. But that is your game. 73-72. Kehoe with the heave-ho way downside. I mean, that was a nice little pass, honestly. But that is your game. I can't believe Boston just did that. 73-72. Boston was pretty much trailing the whole game, but they would not go away. You had to admire the fact that Boston would just not go away. Their largest lead of the game was 2. I mean, again, Navy had practically held the entire time. Look at this graphic here. Look at the odds to win. It was just Navy the whole way. Navy. And then, of course, obviously at the end, I mean, look at that. That is unbelievable. Folks, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more March Madness. Again, that's why we do it. March Madness has already begun. We're just not at the tournament yet, but we got plenty of tournaments left to go. So Boston will take on Lehigh. Congratulations to Boston. Again, I'll be covering North Dakota State tonight. Again, that one is an eliminate. Like, you win or go. Like, that's it. Win, you go in. You're in. Lose, you're done. Which I guess, again, same thing for Navy. They are also done. Boston University, Sam Hughes, 2 points, 2 rebounds for him. Defty, 14.7 rebounds. Glenn, 26 points. Again, the game winner, 26 points. Glenn with a great showing. 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Abdullah, 6 points, 3 rebounds for him. McNair, 22.7 rebounds. Tissinger, 3 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. For Navy, Woods, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Kehoe, 26 points, 12 rebounds for him. Pennick, 5 points. Kim with 7 points. Benini with 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Draper, 7 points, 4 rebounds. And Cole, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Man, that was fun. That was a great game. 0.6 seconds making any difference. You can get a shot off. They got the shot off. Absolutely nuts. It was crazy. This game was fun to watch. Oh, yeah. Good game. Thank you again, Nick. Appreciate it. This was an upset of 16-16. They were 26-6, but yeah. I guess before I go, I can look at scores real quick. Queens University up by 1. Again, that's a final game. The winner of that one goes dancing. Loser is done. Queens University up by 1 over Central Arkansas. Memphis 80, Tulane 78. Let's see here. That's pretty much it. There's really nothing. Yeah, no, this game is indeed over. Northern Iowa 84, UIC 69 again. Northern Iowa going dancing. High points going dancing 91-76. And of course, again, the dramatic finish here. Unbelievable. 73-72. That's going to do it for me, folks. I, of course, am Dr. Lay. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. Hopefully, again, we got a push there for the likes. Got 38. That's not too bad. I'll take it. I'll gladly take it. And again, I'll be back on tonight for some more basketball. Again, North Dakota versus North Dakota State. I'm going to work on that thumbnail right now. I'm going to work on that game and all that good stuff. And hopefully I see you there. Appreciate you guys. Again, like and subscribe. It is free. Again, if you like MLB, NFL, college football, college basketball, doing a lot of that, of course. And, of course, the World Baseball Classic. Appreciate you guys. That was fun. Boston just made your 14th parlay. Congrats, man. Jeez. That's a lot of stuff there, T-Gram. Good stuff. Sorry, though, E-Money. That's tough. Navy messed up your parlay. That is rough. Appreciate you, Birdwatcher. I'm about to head out. Folks, again, if you like baseball, make sure to check out Orioles Birdwatcher. You just redirected. But that is going to do it for me. I will catch you guys in the next one. Again, final score, 73-72. Boston taking on Lehigh for the Patriot League Championship. Catch you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. It is free. I promise. See you then.